Sitting tenant.
Sitting tenant. I'll tell you more about that later. I'll put a picture of Fred's shed on Facebook as well, so you can have a look.
Fabulous. So we're going to have a picture of Fred's shed, and the truth of it is, just in case you're wondering, other sprayy, oily stuff is available. She mentioned the product name there. So other sprayy stuff is available. 3 in 1 for a start. All right, 26 and a bit past 7 o'clock on BBC Radio Manchester. Back to the newspapers. Our newspaper reviewer, Judith Kelly. Good morning again.
Good morning again.
From Incredible Edible in Tottington.
That's right.
Who was it? Two-ton Ted from Tottington.
Oh, we don't have any two-ton Ted in Tottington.
He drove the baker's van. You remember that?
I don't.
That was one of the lines in Ernie. He drove the fastest milk cat, two-ton Ted from Tottington. I think it might have been Teddington now I think of it. So.
Oh, it can't be Teddington. We'll have Tottington.
You're looking at me as if I've gone mad. You're the one with an emu in your shed. Anyway, what have you seen in the papers?
This is a good one for our theme this morning in the Manchester Evening News. Pupils' growing reputation for producing veg. This is girls at Levenshulme High School have turned the school into an inner city farm, and they've grown potatoes, carrots, onions, sweet corn, peas, all sorts. They've even grown strawberries and sold them in exchange for donations to the RSPCA.
Oh, fabulous.
The organisers have said it's important for the children to see where the food comes from and how easy it is to grow vegetables, and they've been using rainwater that they've collected in water butts, and even compost that's made from the tea bags and fruit skins in the staff rooms. So they're going the whole cycle. They're getting the things that they need to make to grow the veg in the first place.
What people don't realise, you know, I mean, I grow tomatoes in my greenhouse. I'm having a rubbish year because the trees have got a bit too high, and so the greenhouse is a bit too dark, so they're all a bit long and leggy. And I'm going to end up that my tomatoes will probably cost about 50p each.
Yeah.
You know, because it's not been a good season for me, and it's got too hot when I was on holiday and all the rest of it. But they'll still be mine.
That's right.
They'll still be mine. I know it's psychological, but because that's not going in a salad. When that tomato's finally ready, all 5 of them, they will be eaten with just a little bit too much salt on their own. That will be a magic meal.
Definitely.
People don't realise who don't grow.
They don't. It's so good being able to go out to your own plot and pick just what you need.
Exactly.
We have a herb plot at the back of our house that's part of Incredible Edibles.
With a pair of scissors.
We do.
Fantastic.
You don't have to go to the supermarket and buy a big bunch. Just go and get a sprig and you're sorted.
Yeah, and why is it that them supermarket herbs that growing in a pot, why do they never get any bigger?
Because of the way they've been grown. I do know the answer, but I can't be specific.
All right, but it's because of the way...
They're made to look like they're going to last forever, but they don't, because I think it's the size of the pot they've been grown in.
I think they pluck them up and bung them in the soil and shove them in a pot. I don't think they grow in that pot.
It's to make you think you're getting a bargain and it'll carry on.
Isn't it just... What else have you seen?
Well, we mentioned tea bags being used for compost there.
We did.
In the Daily Mail, there's a story saying, could cheap tea bags be making you ill? And scientists have found that there's potentially harmful levels of fluoride in supermarket value brand teas. And the fluoride, it's a mineral that can severely damage bones if it's taken in large amounts. There was only one budget brand that they tested that had less than 4 milligrams per litre of fluoride, and some were over 6, which apparently is really harmful. Now, this supermarket brand it certainly isn't a budget supermarket, so I can imagine why it's a bit better than the other supermarket value brands. It also says that drinking cheap tea on an empty stomach can make the problems worse, and we get up in the morning and we have our cup of tea. Now, I did try some value brand tea bags years and years ago, and I very quickly decided I'd rather have the quality than the quantity. I'd rather have 1 cup of good builder's tea a day than 20 cups that are a little bit not quite to my liking.
A mate of mine who will remain nameless buys his tea wholesale. So he buys a case of tea bags at the beginning of the year, uses them all through the year, and then because he doesn't want stale tea, throws what's left away, which is usually about 2 tea bags at the end of the year, and buys another case And he says, well, think of all the times I don't have to go to the shop. And I think, you idiot.
No.
Idiot.
Well, I'm going to see spend in Switzerland on Sunday, and we always have to take a certain brand of supermarket tea.
Oh, you're not one of them, are you?
You can't get it over there.
You can't get a decent cup of tea.
Yeah, and it's not even my favourite one.
Judith, good to talk to you. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Judith Kelly, our newspaper reviewer this morning from Incredible Edible in Tottington. It's 7:31 and a bit.